Hey everybody, welcome back. Just gonna kind of dive right into this. Leaving LS Experts here. Just had them throw on an NPP exhaust that they had. Oh geez, somebody was very short in this. Had them throw an NPP exhaust on and get rid of my hooker axle back. Oh, that's so much better. So the big goal of what we were doing here is getting rid of that obnoxious drone, and I can already hear how much quieter this is going to be. And yeah, oh no, it's not barking, it's not loud. Well, it's my daily. I don't want to blow my ears out. My opinion, it still sounds great. Ooh, going on the floor. But yeah, let's go take it for a little bit of a test drive and see how the actual drone really is. Okay, we're just simply driving up the hill from their shop. You know where their shop is. It's definitely still a little bit droney, but I think it's just because the valves are, you know, fully open right now. But even still, it is worlds better from what it used to be. And that was really the main objective here, is make it tolerable. You know, I got the mild to wild switch, which I think most people are probably familiar with if you're looking at this video, but if you're not, so the NPP exhaust is basically, I think, an OEM it's an OEM spec like exhaust, one you could have ordered from the factory, where there's actually valves in the muffler and everything. And there's a cool thing that's out there where you can actually kind of get like a little electronic connected switch where it will, instead of having the valves kind of open when you step on it and then, you know, not really having much control besides that, you can have them fully closed all the time or fully open all the time, or really whatever you want to do with it. So we got that on order now as well. But yeah, definitely a massive step in making this car a lot more enjoyable as a daily, for sure. So sweet. Let's see what it's like when we still get to step on it a little bit though. That's massive. That's really what we wanted for that. Still has the people's approval, it seems. It's funny getting the I just got copyrighted probably. It's funny getting the vet wave now again. Makes it it's a fun little community experience driving this thing around. I enjoy that. I know. Holy shit. Nice. So I think I was wrong with my first explanation, because upon further analysis, essentially the valve is open, so it's fully open right now. I'm hoping that this NPP stuff will allow me to you know, control that, but hey, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, so another update on this little exhaust adventure. Sorry, I look like absolute shit right now, but I'm leaving the gym. But anyways, I've been dialoguing with Zero Poppy great guy in the Corvette exhaust world, and probably just Corvette world in general. I'm sure he's a much more common name than I'm making him out to be, but anyways, I'm still learning. And because I'm still learning, he has been an awesome person helping me figure out the NPP situation, because, you know, I've been kind of going back and forth on, wow, that is one squatted truck up there. Oh boy. Can somebody explain to me how those things don't starve themselves of oil? I don't. Okay, I'm sorry. My ADHD self is getting distracted. Anyways, so the reason that my exhaust valves are not valving is because it's actually had the fuse pulled in here. So once upon a time, somebody probably had the regular MPP exhaust on this thing, and they just wanted all the noise of it all the time, so they just pulled the fuse. And that fuse is located, I mean, you can't see it now because it's all covered, but down in the passenger footwell. And so Ciro was cool enough to help me look and figure out where that fuse would be located, number one. And then number two, that it was missing, and you know, what type and where to get it. So huge shout out to him. Thank you, Ciro. He's who I ordered the exhaust, the mild to wild switch from, as well as I'm gonna have a little thing to put it right here in this ashtray, so it's not like on the keychain and, you know, hanging around and stuff. But yeah, so just massive shout out to him, and I'm excited to go get some relief from his drone finally. So all right, stay tuned. All right, got our little 10A fuse here. Let's see, can I set this up with one hand? Okay. Pull this guy back. Pull this guy back. Pop you right on in there. Boom. All right. Well, I guess here's the moment of truth, huh? All right. Okay, just at idle, oh my gosh, and driving around, I can visibly feel and hear the difference. I mean, yes, it's a lot quieter, but wow. I mean, I will take the quiet over the drone any day of the week in this daily. Huge shout out once again to Ciro. Thank you for helping me you know, make this difference and everything, and I'm excited to get that mild to wild so I can fully control this, you know, whenever I want. So yeah, that's cool. So as you can probably hear, or I guess not hear, especially, let's put the windows up. I can finally have a conversation, hear myself think, and that, to be honest, you know, I love the noise, I love the chop and everything, but as a daily, and especially one that's supposed to be, you know, the whole purpose is to help me be more present and mindful in the moment, and just frankly happy and stuff like that. It's really a large part of what motivated this purchase. Not having the drone and those noise vibration harmonics, it makes a massive difference. I'd love to read into some research and stuff that actually kind of talks about it a little bit more, but I mean, it's pretty powerful what bad sound waves can do to you, especially if you're sitting in it for a while. And you know, obviously we've kind of rectified that problem, so I'm really happy about that. And what's cool is right now they'll stay closed below, I think it's like 3,500 RPM, something like that. But if we get on it, they open up. So it's cool. We kind of get the best of both worlds there a little bit right now. But like I said, we'll have the mild to wild switch coming soon, so that'll be fun. But yeah, I guess that's all I got right now. Okay, so the saga of, you know, starting to fix and get all the little nitpicky things I have on this car is still well underway. My boy David is about to pull up, and we're gonna try to address, or at least start to figure out and diagnose what's going on with the steering issue that I think I mentioned in the first video, but if I didn't, let me show you. And obviously this is going to be a little bit more noticeable when the car is driving, but it's got about 5 or 10 degrees of dead play like that in the steering, and that's not normal. And it definitely, I mean, it doesn't drive me crazy, but it drives me a little bit crazy. So we're gonna try to figure out what's going on there. A couple people have said it may be, you know, some bolt somewhere in the steering rack or something like that that's kind of loosened up, or some people have even said that, you know, the steering rack itself may be worn. So let's, you know, we'll figure out what's going on and make a plan of attack, so to speak. All right, we got David here, and within 5 minutes we've already found the issue. So why don't you explain it for the folks at home there, David?
So there's a bolt down here that actually pinches the U-joint down there. Normally there's supposed to be like a little receiving groove on the rack side of it that's just the right size for that bolt to go in. It looks like somebody's put a different bolt in it, and it's not quite tight. So if you turn it left or right,
yeah. If you want to hold this on.
Yeah. If you turn it left or right, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, without actually going all the way down in there. This is generally hard to see.
That's alright. That's alright. They get the
But
idea.
yeah, without that actually pinching down on it, there's like 15 degrees of movement either way.
Yeah.
So plus there's in and out slop, so it's not good.
No.
Not
ideal. Not ideal.
No.
But hey, that's why we call this the project car, right?
Definitely not confidence inspiring.
No, I'll tell you, it's really not. I mean, once you're into the turning, it's fine. It handles great, but you know,
it's just
knowing it's the wrong bolt is not as inspiring as one might think. So that's the problem. And I guess the solution is what? We just got to order the right bolt and put it in there.
I'd want to pull the shaft out and make sure the steering rack doesn't have any like crazy wear.
Yeah.
There's no telling how long it's been like that.
Right.
I'd hate to make you order a bunch of parts.
Right. And those aren't the right. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. I get you. All right. So it's the next day. Of course, me still being new to this whole vlogging thing, I forgot to vlog the rest of what David and I were talking about. But the main point is that the steering slop is a result, as we talked about, of this bolt down here not being the correct bolt. And it seemed the cheapest and easiest and quickest way was just to order another used steering shaft for just like 50 bucks. So that's what we chose to do. So that'll be on its way soon, and we'll have a little bit of an install video with that. And I'm thinking that we're just going to kind of lump up everything together that I have in the near future to do that. So we'll be doing that, as well as installing the mild to wild switch and all that stuff. shout out to Zero Poppy once again for the hookup on that. We'll be doing a mild to wild switch for the exhaust, and then his little thing right here that goes in the ashtray, so it's not just like the little keychain thing. I'd prefer to have it like mounted in the car. So we'll be doing that. Obviously fixing the steering. If I can get my hands on one before then, I might also do a Mighty Mouse catch can setup for this, just because I always like to put a catch can on anything I have modified or anything, you know, protect longevity and stuff like that. But yeah, the improvements and little fixer-uppers are well underway here. So I'm excited that we got a diagnosis of that issue and are taking the steps to correct it. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. So thanks for tuning in to this little one, and we'll see you in the next one.